naughty. Christmas spirit. Christmas spirit. Welcome, Mrs. Claus. Please do come in.
Miss Ryan Keely.
Yes, it's me.
We have a situation to remedy.
I am so excited to meet you. Obviously, I didn't have that much time to get ready, but the holiday spirit is well alive here in this apartment. Can I make you a cup of tea or cocoa?
Oh. No.
No.
Distracting me with my favorites. We have work to do, ma'am. We have a little situation to remedy. Multiple infractions.
What?
Oh, Ryan.
What?
Based on how you're dressed, I would guess that this might be an oversight by the elves.
Oh, obviously. I mean, elves are so stupid, right? Tiny brains.
Or not.
I mean, what's the educational system like up at the North Pole? Like, how is that funded?
Oh, ma'am. Okay. Well, let's come up with a solution. Listen, it's not my concern that you are on the naughty list.
Oh, thank goodness.
What I want to know is, how do I get you off? I have an idea. It's clear that a woman of your festivities enjoys putting out for Santa. So, why don't you show me your cookie recipe? We'll evaluate the situation, and then perhaps I can, erase a few of these infractions for you.
Oh, that would be wonderful.
You know, as soon as I walked in here, I took one look at you and I knew you are a woman of many talents.
Thank you, Mrs. Claus.
Now, let's put those talents on a nice list.
Yes. Okay. So, I guess we're gonna make some cookies. Are you ready to make my famous cookie recipe? That's right. We are gonna make iced sugar cookies today. And the first step is store-bought, because no one can really tell the difference. And if you put it in the oven, it totally counts. So we're gonna roll these sugar cookies out because we're gonna cut them into cute little shapes to celebrate the holiday spirit. So you wanna put a little flour down on your surface.
Like it's snowing.
Exactly. Sprinkle a little Christmas cheer. And then you're gonna take your tube of cookie dough. Really work the tip to make sure that you're getting out every last drop of cookie dough. Oh yeah. Perfect. Every last drop. Delicious. Now, don't throw away the package. Hold on to it because you're going to need to follow the directions. So now we're going to shape our dough a little bit. You don't want to work the dough too hard as you want to work to get it out of the tube. Once it's out like this, you want to be gentle. Oopsie. Sprinkle a little more flour. It's very, very moist in here today. All right. And now I'm going to roll my dough. easy it is. It just spreads nice and smoothly. Now you want to roll this out to an even thickness all the way around. And it's not super important to keep it all in one sheet like it is if you were making, say, you know, a pie crust, because we're going to be cutting this up into a bunch of different little pieces. Now the dough is nice and smooth. It's time to start cutting out your holiday shapes. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. Oh, perfect.
How thick do you like it?
Oh, well, the thicker the cookie is, the chewier it is. But if you roll it out a little thin, work it really hard, then it's nice and crispy for a good snap in your mouth.
Oh my.
Now comes my favorite part, picking out the shapes that I'm going to use. And I have a very special guest, Mrs. Claus, to help me to select the most appropriate cookie cutter.
Oh my.
I made a big mess.
Well,
I was thinking that we should use the letter X as an XXX to symbolize the warmth of my holiday hearth.
I think I can see why you're on here so many times. Perhaps a different decision?
Okay. What about a little baby duck, which symbolizes my favorite thing, the number one word that I'm always typing that always gets auto-corrected into duck.
Man, I'm trying so hard to get you off the naughty list.
Get me...
One more time.
I like the first part of that sentence. What about a bone?
Yeah.
A ghost? For what happens whenever I give a guy my
Stop.
number? Okay.
Listen.
Oh, no. I have some more traditional choices, Mrs. Claus. Let's see. We have the bent penis and the other bent penis. That's all right?
Next. No, it's not a butt plug. Stop.
This is a Christmas tree. Your mind is so dirty. We're going to go with the classic Christmas tree shape. And do you prefer a bell or a snowman?
It's a snowman.
Excellent. You want to cut out the first one?
Absolutely. Now, we're just going to press firmly both hands and pull it back up. Look at that.
Gorgeous. All right. Well, we're going to cut out some shapes, and then we're going to pop these bad boys in the oven. And then we're going to make some icing.
We're avoiding bad boys. This is all about being on the nice list.
Icing?
There's nothing wrong with icing.
I like to maximize the space available by strategic placement of my cookies cutters. See? That way you get the most amount of cookies out of the space. See, this is the perfect place to put in another
Christmas tree. I have my work cut out for me today.
Well, let's finish cutting out these cookies. Let's see how these came out. Oh! Absolutely perfect on the first try. I should have been a pastry chef. I'm going to let these cool. And while that happens, I'm going to make some frosting.
Excellent call-out game. Most people forget to use that.
Oh, you got to wear protection.
Sure.
So if you need a quick glaze, and who doesn't, to decorate the sugar cookies, I'm going to show you one of the easiest icing recipes that I know. Normally, I'm a big fan of the buttercream, ever since I was told to get the butter that one time. But that isn't really appropriate. And that's what this season's about, being
Girl.
good and appropriate. So we're gonna whip this up. We're gonna start with 1 3/4 cup powdered sugar. Make sure that you get powdered sugar. It needs to be nice and fluffy.
Just like Santa.
And to that, we're going to add 3 tablespoons of any type of milk. Let me go grab my milk.
Very appropriate. Very demure. Very milky.
Yes, they are. One, 2, 3. Now at this point, I like to do just like a little quick, just a light mix, just a little bit, just so that when I apply the beater, it doesn't fly everywhere and get all over my face and chest. Now we're going to add both vanilla and almond extract. And I recommend really springing for real vanilla extract. Imitation stuff isn't so great. Almond extract. A little extra almondy today. And then the most important bit is a pinch of salt. Because we can't have sweet without a little bit of savory. It's just baking science.
Excellent work.
It's the Beverly Hills method. Now we just blend the ingredients together.
Strong hands. Firm grip.
Exactly. And because I like my frosting extra smooth, I beat it. This is the whip. I'm talking about baking. I'm whipping it good. Tastes perfect.
Nice list.
Yeah. My frosting is delicious. Don't you want to tongue it?
I'll believe you.
Now, if you wanted to have a colored glaze, this would be the time to add a little bit of food coloring. But because we're going to use a decorative frosting to decorate with, we're just going to use this classic white as our base on our sugar cookies, which hopefully have cooled down enough to frost. Now, there's a couple of ways to frost cookies, but my favorite way involves squeezing. So we're going to put this frosting right here into a pastry bag. Some people like to frost using a knife or something like a butter spreader, which definitely works. But this method is just a little bit more professional looking.
My favorite.
Professional cookies.
We're not talking about your professional cookies.
I like to make sure that I get every last drop.
Of icing.
Of course. Context clues, my dear.
All right, Ryan, you've done adequately so far, but let's really finish this off with a big bang to get you on the nice list.
I am so good at finishing off.
All right.
So we're going to snip the tip.
Appropriate. Important.
And then we're going to squeeze the frosting.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's a little runny today, which is very common. So I'm just going to put a little bit on. I'm going to put this back upside down, and we're going to spread.
You're very good at spreading.
Thank you. Oh, whoopsie. Well, as Julia Child said, if it happens in the kitchen and no one saw it, keep on trucking. That's a direct quote. See, there's plenty of frosting on there. Why don't you spread and I squeeze?
Oh, goodness. Okay.
Because that's what's the Christmas spirit, is making cookies together with friends and family.
Well, no one ever said you were bad at sharing.
That's true.
Oh, he's quite soft.
Oh, that's okay. He'll harden real soon.
There we go.
Right, I'm going to start with our little gingerbread man. Because he's already dribbling a little bit. What can I say? Sometimes it just sprays everywhere.
It does, you know, especially when the tip's quite wide.
Two little eyes.
These are looking just like the ones I make in the North Pole.
Perfect.
You know, there might be hope for you yet on the nice list.
Excellent. Let's give him a bow tie. He is a dapper gentleman.
Oh, very cute.
And then just a little bit of anatomical accentuation.
Oh, ma'am.
Now let's see, which one is, is this one the snowman?
Sure.
Okay. Well, I don't know what to draw on that one. What do you think I should put on there?
Maybe just some candy stripes.
Oh, I love that. That's so cute. Let's do just some general festive cheer.
Beautiful. Like a bauble on the Christmas tree.
Or a Fabergé egg.
Ooh. Very appropriate.
Let me add a little bit of green.
One of my favorite colors.
Mine too. Now I'm going to add just a little bit more detail. Little drops of the other red frosting, just to give it a little bit of visual interest.
I could not have done better myself.
That's such a compliment, Mrs. Claus. Thank you.
When you put out these cookies for Santa Claus, he's gonna come? Well, Santa only comes once a year for you.
Okay.
You know what? You're doing such a good job. I don't even feel like I need to supervise you. Just keep on doing what you're doing. All right. Show me what you've got. We're going to need to try again another